Y'all, we need to have a talk. So in Portland, you got a weed shop every fucking 300 yards, right? And everyone thinks, oh, it's so great. Buy weed whenever you want. Sure. The problem is half this fucking weed needs to go in the garbage. Let me tell you this. How would it be if I opened and started selling booze, right? And I said, this beer is 10%. And then you buy this 10% six-pack of beer, and you drink the whole six-pack, and then you maybe feel like you've had a little bit of a PBR, maybe. How would you feel? How would this be legal to falsely advertise? So why is it in Oregon you can buy weed that's 30%, and it's so old and dried out, and it makes you cough up a lung, and there's mercury on it and heavy metals? And you can find that Coin6 article from Nectar, the biggest chain in Oregon, found to have heavy metals and mercury in their flower. Why is it all of these things are fucking allowed? Why is it the weed doesn't do its goddamn job? Why is it expired? Why does it make me cough up a fucking lung? I've thrown up from smoking some of this legal weed. And people are like, oh, just spend some more money. This garbage should not be sold. The half of the shit in these shops it needs to go in the fire. It doesn't matter if it's cheap, if it's worthless. Some of this shit I wouldn't smoke it if you gave it to me for free. You couldn't pay me to smoke it. So why is it the alcohol industry has all these fucking standards, but there's no quality control in Oregon for the flower? The biggest chain in the state, as I mentioned, got busted for a whole lot of mercury in their flower, and they've been a chain for as long as we've been legal. They've always been huge. So who's fucking regulating this? Like, I contacted the OLCC years ago. I think it was OLCC, and I said, this weed is horrible. Like, it needs to be sorted out. And all they wanted me to do was tell on the dispensary. They're like, which shop is it? And I'm like, no, that's not going to make you do your job. The mercury should never have been found. It's obvious you're not doing your job in the first place. So if I snitch on a shop, that's just you trying to not do your job. So you can just walk there, or drive there, whatever, bust them and shut them down, instead of actually having a process that finds this shit so I don't have to tell you. And I'm gonna post this on Twitter and everywhere else, and because I'm a person with a life, I don't have a social media following, so nothing's gonna fucking happen. I know nothing's gonna happen, but all I gotta say is it was better buying weed on the street before legalization, because now it's hard to find good weed on the street. It's hard to find good weed in a shop, and throwing money at the problem doesn't help, because it can smell great, but see what happens when you smoke it.